Hey gang, what's up? Hope everybody's having a good day out there today, and welcome back to another edition here of Intuitive Angling. Today we are going to be talking about high school and college anglers, young anglers in general. Sort of got a message I wanted to share with them. I think everybody might find a little bit interesting. And before we get started, just I'd like to invite everybody, if you haven't had a chance, please subscribe to the channel. If you like the content that's going on here, that'd be much appreciated. And hit that notification button so you don't miss any videos. Much appreciated. Okay guys, I've been wanting to do this video for a little bit, talking about high school, college anglers, young anglers, and sort of the state of the sport around that. Um, I can relate a lot to young anglers, college, high school anglers that love bass fishing and want to compete in tournaments, because that's all I wanted to do from the time I was in grade school. And when I was in high school, my junior year in high school at Parkwood High School in Joplin, Missouri, I helped form a bass club. We called it the Ozark Hog Hunters. There wasn't any college or high school fishing back then. There wasn't even any bass clubs. There was just a handful of us kids in school that loved to wade creeks and sneak in farm ponds, and we formed a little bass club in our high school and had a meeting a couple times a week there. So I completely get it, what it's like to love to bass fish at an early age. Here's what I want to say about high school and college anglers today. They are so much better than we were at our age. It's not even in the same universe. The one of the things that just amazes me is when I'm around younger anglers, teenagers, and that type of stuff, high school or college anglers, is how unbelievably good they are at their age. It is just phenomenal. I don't think a lot of people give it credit that aren't really familiar with the sport that much. But if you take the average 15 to 20-year-old kid, even 20 years ago versus now, it's just nothing less than phenomenal about how much better they are than we were at that age. And I think that this is part of the natural progression, because I think one of the responsibilities we have as parents and as people that come before the current generation we have is we have to do everything we can to make them better than we are. And that's the natural progression we have as humans, is that every generation is smarter, more aware, better in a lot of different cases like that. And that's simply the way it is right now with the college and high school anglers. They are simply better than any other generation was, better than my generation at that age, better than the generation 20 years ago. It's just phenomenal. And a lot of that is it's a couple of different things. It's like there's the information, and the access to information is so much more easy today. We have the internet, you have YouTube, you've got a lot of different avenues that allow kids to get good really quick, and they take advantage of that. And the thing about being a teenager and being young is you learn quick. Your brain just absorbs information tremendously quick at that age, and we're seeing that right now. Another thing about that, it seems like there's a little bit more resources now, because back when I was in high school, it's like it didn't seem like there was as much money to support. A lot of families, they struggled to make ends meet, and they didn't have a lot of discretionary income. It seems like there's a little bit more discretionary income amongst parents now that can provide the kids with boats and fishing tackle and that type of stuff that really helps out. And then the motivation. It's like, since there's more tournaments and there's more avenues to pursue fishing at a young age, there's simply more desire and interest and passion than ever before. But I'm impressed. It's like every time I'm around the 15 or 20-year-old that loves to bass fish, I realize how little I knew at that age. And how, here's one of the things I'll say about that. The average high school and college bass angler right now in 2022 is better than most bass pros were, top level bass pros were 25 years ago. They know more, they're more skilled, they're better casters, their depth of information and their ability to adjust and their creative juices are higher. it's just on another plane, and I'm glad to see that, because that's the progression we need to have. In the human species, they're just better than we were. That's all there was to it. That's the way it should be, and their kids and their grandkids will be better than they were. That's just the natural progression. One of the things that I would like to say, one message I would like to leave, with a lot of you young anglers, if you're any of them are watching this, or if you know anybody that's a young angler, is that right now, when you're 15 or 20 years old, you don't think much about down the road in the future. But guys, you're going to blink your eyes and you're going to wake up and you're going to be an old dude like me one day. You're going to be 60 years old before you know it. I I look at myself in the mirror and I see the 60-year-old person, but when I'm looking out, into this window, I feel like I'm 18 still. So I understand what it's like to be young and full of that zest of life. But you're going to get old quicker than you realize it. And one of the things that comes with that is we all have the responsibility to pass this sport down better than we found it. And that means, leaving our lakes and rivers cleaner than they've ever been before, taking care of our fisheries, being good conservationists, being good stewards of the planet. Don't lose sight of that. It's like you can get so wrapped up into learning your skills and wanting to become a better angler, but don't lose sight of the bigger picture of fishing. What it is, fishing is, it's a gift that we all have. Not everybody gets to fish. Not everybody gets to bass fish, and you've been given the opportunity to pursue that. And with that opportunity comes responsibility to the sport to take care of it and not exploit it, and not just be completely focused on yourself with that, thinking of other people. Teach other people how to fish, expose other people to fish. And again, main thing is just make sure that you leave our lakes and rivers better than you found them for the next generation. I think that's a big aspect too. But anyway, I'll admit it right off the bat, you dudes, you high schoolers, you college guys, you college anglers out there, you're just better than we are. You're better anglers than we are. Even now, you're better than a lot of pros are right now. But you're just a universe ahead of where I was at your age, or were people 25 or 30 years ago. So that's just one of the realities of the sport we find it in. But I think the sport is in really good hands. From the kids I've met that fish, most of them are really good people. They got good hearts. They're quality individuals. So I think our sport's in pretty good hands with that. So anyway, just a few quick thoughts, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll check later. See you.